Belmont Braves. Belmont, a team headed for the playoffs. Parkland, a team that probably should be in the playoffs. A few early mishaps cost them that opportunity. Jumping are Robertson and Johnson. Johnson wins the jump. It's back to Ron Green of Parkland. He gets it over center, over to Johnson on the wing. He sets up at guard. The other guard, Greg Lewis. He's looking into the key. Peeker, a starter. Back to Lewis. There's Ottewell wide open. He tried the pass to Peeker, but it was broken up. We've got our first foul of the game. 13 of Belmont. Watson is called for the foul. Be Parkland ball on the side. Number 13, Greg Lewis, to throw it into Tom Johnson. High-scoring guard forward of Parkland Panthers. Johnson over to Lewis. The light's on. Green will have to try a shot. It's in there for two, and Parkland's up 2-0. Pretty good crowd at tonight's game, and they're appreciative of the opening basket. Dennett for Belmont, dribbling over center. It's out to Robertson. It's in the corner to Watson. Back out to Cart. There's Robertson. He's got a man open under the hoop. He's fouled. Should have been a three-point play. That's Kennedy. He'll go to the line for three.
I do believe that foul was on Peeker.
Play-by-play bubble here.
And Kennedy misses the first shot. Parkland's still up 2-0 early in the first quarter. And Kennedy makes good on his second opportunity. We got a 2-1 ball game. Johnson brings it over center. Fluid dribbling. Out to Green on the wing. There's Ottewell in the center. Back to Green. He'll try another one. That one's way off. Peeker tries for the rebound. Can't get there. And Cart brings it over. McCart had a man wide open in there. Watson threw up a brick in close. Parkland will have the ball. Should have made that one. Still 2-1 for Parkland. And Watson picked up a foul on that play, probably out of frustration. He pretty well rubbered out. Here's Johnson over center with the ball. Over to Lewis on the wing. Peeker down low. He's looking in the middle. There's Green back out to Lewis. He thought about the three-pointer. He didn't take it, though. Ottewell off his foot. There's Peeker in the corner. Back to Lewis. He'll try it. And it's off. Rebound by Belmont. McCart's got it. He's into the middle, driving. Out to Robertson. Fakes. He's fouled. Made a nice move inside. Robertson will go to the line. Didn't pick up the foul. Had some talking with the crowd there, so. Robertson's first shot, and it's in there. Game's tied at 2. He'll have one more opportunity to put Belmont ahead. It's in there. Robertson, their most prolific scorer, puts Belmont up 3-2. Tom Johnson bringing the ball over center. Out to Lewis on the wing. They're still running that play. Down Peeker, down low. There's Lewis with the ball again. Can't seem to find anything in the middle. Tom will shoot it. And it's in there. Parkland's up 4-3. Dennett's bringing the ball up for Belmont. They're pressing. They're using a half-court press. Lewis got knocked down. That should have been a foul. Good hustle by Lewis on the play. He's working hard out there. McCart drives. He passes right into Peeker, who intercepts it. Bobbles around with it, but gives it to Johnson, who settles it down. He's bringing it over center. He tries it. Could have been a 3 if it had gone. I think he was fouled on the play. Yep, foul's on 4, McCart of Belmont. Tom will go to the line with 2 shots. Put Parkland up by 3. There's Buck Milligan over there talking to Greg Lewis, starting guard. Hi, Mrs. Ottewell. How you doing? That's Mrs. Ottewell, one of the best fans of Parkland. Can't see her, though. Thought I'd give her some airtime. Johnson's on the line, first to 2. It's in there. That's a familiar position for Tom Johnson. He gets fouled quite a lot. He's gone to the line a lot this year. Really good foul shooter, pure shooter. And he makes it. What do you know? I didn't jinx him. Parkland's up 6-3. Dennett brings the ball over. That's number 5 for Belmont. He's looking in. It's over to Robertson. He's probably fouled. It wasn't called. He makes it anyway. It's a 6-5 ball game. Belmont's not really showing any press right now. They've got McCart up there, and that's it. Tom brings the ball over center. Tom Johnson. He's dribbling around it. There's Lewis on the wing. Looking into Ottawell. Can't get him. Peeker down low. Green flash. Didn't get the pass. Lewis drives. Takes the shot. It's in there. Greg Lewis. Number 13 puts it home, and the crowd likes that one. No hesitation there by Lou. And now he's pressing. Double team. Robertson gets it down low. He looks in. It's tapped away. Saved by Belmont. Back out to Dennett. He fakes. Can't get a shot up. Good defense there. McCart's driving. Passes it out. And number 13, Watson, canned it. But Parkland showing signs of life on defense. It's really a mean-nothing game for them, but their pride seems to have them in it. Hustling quite well. Tom brings it over. Here's Lewis on the wing again. It's intercepted by Dennett. A poor pass. He's fouled. Number 14, Ron Green, fouled him on that play. Another foul out of frustration. In comes Matt Hearn. He's in for Lewis. I don't know. Lewis played a good game so far. He's hustling on the press. Put in a shot. I don't know if I would have taken him out at this time. Anyway, Matt Hearn's in the game for Parkland. Hearn's checking Watson. We got man-to-man defense here for Parkland. No zone. Ottawell. Peeker's up. Doesn't foul him, and the shot's off. Johnson with a rebound for Parkland. Bringing it up. They have an 8-7 lead at home to Belmont. Hearn on the wing. There's Peeker down low again. He hasn't tried much. He's just looking into the middle. Back out to Hearn to Tom. Up top. Johnson, he thought about the three-pointer. Hearn drives. Could have shot it into Ottawell. He's up. And that's a good hoop for Steve Ottawell. He's only in grade 10. The youngster on the team. One of their brighter lights this year and a pleasant surprise for Coach Milligan. There's Robertson on the wing. It's across to McCart. Thought about a shot. Didn't take it, though. Out to Dennett. He drives, shoots, and a brick. That'll be Parkland ball. Dennett threw up a complete brick there. I think the defense got to him. Parkland's playing a tough man-to-man defense tonight. Belmont's in a box and one. They've got McCart on Johnson, and the rest of the team's in a 2-2 zone there. It's called the box and one. Down to Peeker. Out to Hearn. There's Tom wide open. He drives. He's fouled. That box and one isn't doing much against Johnson. He knows how to get around it. He's taking it to him. It's going to be a tough job for McCart checking Johnson.
In the flash, it should be.
So Tom will go to the line for two. It's 10-7 for Parkland. First shot. It's in there. Johnson with that fluid shooting for him. He seldom misses free throws. Shot's good. Another swish for Tom Johnson. Parkland is up 12-7. There's that half-court press again. That's Hearn and Ron Green on it. Johnson and Hearn trying to trap him. McCart gets out of it, though, over to Dennett. He looks inside. The ball stolen. A great play by Hearn. A great steal. Green slips. No traveling. Matt Hearn with a great steal there. Green, he's hot. Ron Green is hot. A ripper from the corner. And it's 14-7. They're doubling Belmont right now. Like I say, Parkland should be in the playoffs. Belmont's going to be in the playoffs, and heck, they're butt kicking them by 7. There's the half-court press. They're working out there. They've got him again. Dennett's trapped. Forces a pass, but it's in there. Ottawell almost had it. McCart's up top. Hearn reaching in on him. There's Green. Good defense by Ron Green. He's playing a good game tonight. Taps the ball away from Dennett out of bounds. It'll be Belmont ball on the side. Robertson to throw it in for Belmont. There's Kennedy on the baseline. He's trapped again. Questionable call. I don't like it. That wasn't a very good call. I don't know who he's going to finger for the foul. It could either be Johnson or Green, but they're working hard. They're trying to trap. Oh, and into the game comes Mike Etherington. He's known as Wedgie by the hometown fans, and immediately upon his entrance, he's greeted by a chorus of Wedgie chants. Number 5, Mike Etherington into the game. Ron Green will take a rest. I guess the foul must have been on him. Lights on, a shot. Robertson put up a brick. Rebound to Ottewell to Johnson. He's bringing it up court. He's always a threat from that three-point range. Some fancy dribbling. Over to Hearn. Box and one still on. McCart's all over Johnson. He shoots it anyway. Nope, he's called for traveling. So maybe McCart did have a bit of heat on him. I don't know. They're still in the box and one, though, defending Johnson. Parkland's still in the man. There's McCart up top. It's over on the wing. Down to Kennedy, but he lost it. Parkland playing tough D, and they'll get the ball back again. Matt Hearn at guard with Tom Johnson. Hearn over to Johnson. He's bringing the ball up. Over to Mike Etherington. Hearn wide open under the hoop. Fakes up. It was in. He was probably fouled too. That's something Matt Hearn's pretty good at, is that little pump fake move inside. Doesn't usually get stuffed. He's always got a good fake for those defenders. And it's 16-7, a big lead for Parkland. Robertson in. Don't foul him, Peaker. Nope. Watson tried a second shot. Just couldn't buy a basket there. Belmont's in a lot of trouble early in this game. Coach is quite frustrated. Peaker in low. Threw up an air ball. Should have had it. Dennett back for Belmont. He thought about the shot, didn't take it. McCart, total brick from outside. If this is Belmont's starting lineup, I don't know how the hell they're ahead of Parkland. I really don't. Johnson, and he's good. Tom Johnson with a hot game thus far. And that box and one isn't doing a darn thing to stop him. It's 18-7 Parkland. Robertson forces a pass, and Peaker with great defense. Todd Bowden's up. He'll be entering the game shortly for Parkland. Johnson cans another one from outside, and the fans go wild. Johnson's electrified the crowd with his great moves. And Belmont's calling a timeout. I think they're quite flustered tonight. They didn't expect this kind of a game from Parkland, but they're in for a battle. It's 20-7. We got 2:37 left in the first quarter. 13-point lead. And look at, there's over there, there's Buck Milligan in the timeout. He's the best coach in AA without a doubt in Victoria. Always a strategist. He's always got all the plays, all the answers. Doesn't get mad at referees, just does his job. He's always teaching new things to the kids. They listen to him. Coach who gets respect. Right now, Parkland's got Todd Bowden, Matt Hearn, Steve Ottewell, Mike Etherington, and Tom Johnson, the starting five, as Milligan gives them instructions. And quite frankly, I think Milligan's strategy's working so far. A tough man-to-man defense with trapping low and at center, and it's got Belmont quite flustered. That's the thing about Buck Milligan, though. He's always got the right play at the right time. Uses the players well. And well, we're focusing on the crowd. I guess you can see Gordy right down there. Best fan Parkland's ever had in the history of the school. Brings his trumpet to every game. And last year in the championship year, Gordy Wright was a key factor in the Mount Doug contest. He kept the crowd going throughout the whole game, never let up. So if you hear that trumpet, you'll know who it is. It's Gordy Wright. He'll have the fans going. There's the half-court press. Play resumes. Try a loft pass, and no good. Got a new player in there, number 7, Green, for Belmont. He replaced number 13, Watson. Okay, here's Tom Johnson. Buck's calling a play. 40s he's got. Hearn back over to Johnson. Belmont's still in the box and one. Etherington from the corner. Throws up an air ball. Rebound to Bowden, and it's good. Bowden on the boards. Got a problem with the scorekeeping here, so. And you can hear the big cheer for Todd Bowden. He's another crowd favorite. Hard worker under the boards. Heads up type of player. He always knows what he's doing. He's been troubled with injuries this year. Hasn't had much playing time, but he'll be back next year. A good key factor for Parkland. Okay, Dennett's bringing the ball over. Hearn's putting pressure on him. Good pressure by Hearn. They get it over center. McCart. Down low to Kennedy. He's up, and it's in there. Defense wasn't good down low for Parkland. Hearn will throw it in. Johnson. McCart's still on him. He's bringing it over. Oh, they're going to try a trap. But Parkland's ready for it. I guess Milligan knew what was coming. Johnson from outside. That could be 3. What a shot by Tom Johnson. We'll see if they give him 3. I don't think they did. It's 24-9. Kennedy replies for Belmont. But you know, I can't remember Johnson missing a shot yet, and he's quite hot, and that's a good sign for Parkland. Johnson brings it over. Etherington, he's open again. Spots Ottewell. That should be 2. No, he missed it. Steve Ottewell doesn't usually miss those kind of shots. Dennett back for Belmont. Forced a pass. Tried to get it into McCart, but Johnson intercepted it. See if they try to trap him again. Nope, he got it over there quite easily. Johnson setting things up top. Milligan barking out instructions. Tom will try a shot, and it's in there. And it's a 26-11 game. We're under the last minute to go in the first quarter. Another, no, I don't believe it. They nailed Bowden for a foul, and he made a great defensive play. Johnson and Hearn were trapping. Pass was forced in there. Bowden made a great play, and he got nabbed for the foul. 45 seconds to go in the first quarter, but I'll tell you, that Parkland press is doing its job. Belmont's had trouble getting the ball over center. McCart's gone out for Belmont now, and Collins is in, number 10. He'll play guard in place of McCart. So we'll see if he's going to be checking Johnson in the box and 1. Robertson, he gets it in. There's Collins. Over to number 7, French. Back to Collins. Dennett will try one. Almost. That was good hustle on the boards by Kennedy, number 9 on Belmont. He drew a foul from Bowden, who lost the position there. So Todd yeah, the foul was on Bowden. Todd had a hard time with getting position under the boards. Robertson will throw it in. Dennett, he's open, but he fumbled the pass. Saves it, though. Dennett drives. No, he had the shot. Etherington, great steal. Mike Etherington with a great steal. Good anticipation. Johnson will try it. He missed it. That's probably the first miss he's had. Kennedy comes in, drives, and it's good. Belmont showing signs of life now, 26-13. 14 seconds to go. Johnson brings it over. I think he wants, no, Billick was wide open. He's in for Parkland. There's Billick. Down low, back out to Hearn. Somebody's got to shoot. There's 3 seconds to go. Johnson will have to shoot it way outside, and it wouldn't drop for him. He was forced into taking a tough shot there, but the fans are appreciative for the first quarter effort by the Parkland Panthers, up 26-13. Sizable lead for 1 quarter of play, and I think it's the press that's doing it. It's got to be that press and the trap down low. So Milligan came in with a good game plan, and it's working so far, and Belmont hasn't had much to do with it. We'll see what they can do about it in the second quarter, if anything at all. Okay, we're ready to start play in the second quarter. There's Gordy Wright's trumpet. Familiar sound at the Parkland gym. Parkland's up 26-13. And a new player into the game for Parkland. Actually, he's out. I thought Billick was in, but he's out. So we got Steve Ottewell, Mike Etherington, Matt Hearn, Tom Johnson, and Todd Bowden to start the game. Belmont wins the tip. That's Dennett. Takes a shot. It won't go. Tough D, and Dennett, I think. Yep, Dennett's nailed for the foul. Good boards by Johnson. He drew that foul. Okay, we're starting the second quarter here. Hearn into Johnson. Johnson will bring it up. Okay, they got Collins playing out front. They're going to try a half-court trap, similar to Parkland's. Trapping Hearn, but Hearn gets rid of it. Over to Johnson, back to Hearn. They're breaking that quite nicely. Ottewell back to Hearn. Thought about it, didn't take it though. Had Ottewell, great pass by Hearn. That's too bad, he had the shot, but Hearn fed him a great pass. Dennett forced a pass into Kennedy, and it didn't go. Parkland retains possession. So that's pretty interesting. We got Belmont now with a half-court press. Maybe they're going to try to give Parkland a taste of their own medicine. Hearn brings it up. He knows what's going on. Over to Tom. Press didn't affect him at all. Back to Hearn. Down to Ottewell. Back to Hearn. Up top. He tries a shot. Short. And it's off a Parkland player. Belmont will take possession. So early on, it doesn't look like the Belmont press is doing much against Parkland, whereas the Parkland press had quite an effect against Belmont. Parkland seems to have taken off their press now, though. Collins over to Kennedy. Back out, French tries a shot. That's number 7, French, and it's in there for 2. Belmont's coming close now. It's 26-15. They're back within 11. Hearn, he's wary of the press. Uh-oh, he almost got trapped there, but Robertson nailed with a foul. That wasn't a good pass by Hearn. Hearn's playing a good game, though. He's made a few really nice passes. Ron Green's back into the game for Parkland, replacing Hearn. I think Hearn can go out there a proud player. He had a good game so far. I don't know what Lewis is doing on the bench. He ought to be in. Started out, he had the press working earlier on. He got it going. So we'll look for Greg Lewis to come back into the game soon. Product of Deep Cove, BC. Home of many fine athletes. That's number 13, Greg Lewis. He's also a Celtics fan. Okay, Etherington into Johnson. Green got the pass. Green looking. Out to Steve Ottewell. Back to Green. Forced a shot. Didn't go. Bowden tried for the rebound. Couldn't get it. Robertson had it. Over to Kennedy. He's up front. He's fouled. Could have had a three-point play. Nice pass by Shane Robertson there to Kennedy. So Parkland slipping somewhat, and they haven't been pressing, so that's probably the reason.
Yeah, stick it in.
Timeout by Parkland is called. When we're looking at the Parkland huddle, I've got a good idea what Milligan's probably thinking. He'll probably put on that half-court press again, because that was what was really working against Belmont. They took it off in the second quarter, and Belmont's come back. Scores 26-15, and they're going to be on the line, cut the lead to 9. So we'll look for Parkland to put back on the press, and probably Greg Lewis will come back on to instigate things. Right now we've got Mike Etherington and Ron Green, Tom Johnson, and Todd Bowden in there. I can't see who the other player is. Maybe they haven't decided yet. So Belmont's going to make a game of it. Buzzer sounds, they're going to have to come back in. There's Gordy Wright again with a trumpet. He's got the crowd going. And the Panthers hit the floor. Okay, Steve Ottewell's the other player in there. Kennedy will be on the line for Belmont for 2 shots. And Belmont took out McCart at guard and put in Collins and French. They took out McCart. It's working for them. Kennedy on the line. Made the first, missed the second. Rebound McCart or French, and he's rejected in there. I think it was Johnson. He really got all ball there. Johnson brings it over. Belmont still trapping at center. Etherington, he'll try a shot. He misses it. It was close. Robertson with the rebound. Dennett running on the wing, wants a pass, doesn't get it. Robertson back out to Collins. Collins takes control up at the top of the key. Parkland still in man. Kennedy fakes Bowden. Bowden keeps his ground. Kennedy stumbled and lost control of the ball. Ottewell to Johnson. Johnson brings the ball up. Wanted a shot, couldn't get it. Green fouled, no call. Yep, a late call by the official. Crowd influenced that call. I think he realized a little too late what he had missed. Good move by Ron Green to draw the foul, though. Johnson throws it into Etherington. Mike Wedgie Etherington takes control at the top of the key. Back to Johnson. Crowd's encouraging him. Little action inside there. And Ron Green's nailed for a foul. I guess he was pushing with Dennett. And he got caught for the foul. Possibly his third of the game. He might be out. In comes Lewis. And Ron's out. Louis smiling. I guess he knew Ron would anticipate getting the big boot. 3 fouls early. Green has had trouble with fouls this year in a few games, notably the Spectrum game. He had 4 fouls in the first quarter. He's in trouble again tonight, but he's been hot from the field. They need him. So Lewis is back in at guard. That'll provide extra pressure for Parkland. Etherington on Collins. Parkland in man. Lewis on Dennett. Dennett back out to French. Ottewell's marking him. Robertson with the ball. Into Kennedy for 2. A nice pass by Robertson. He'll have a hard time tonight. He's got Tom Johnson checking him. Johnson will provide some solid defense. Wide open's Etherington. Johnson tried the pass. It was picked off by Robertson. Robertson brings it back for Belmont. He traveled, no call. French over to Dennett. wanted the shot into Kennedy, powered his way in. Kennedy got the second rebound. He was fouled. Kennedy's had a great game on the board so far for Belmont. I think for Belmont, Kennedy's been the man so far. He's been working hard. Timeout called by Parkland. Score is 26-18. A lead that was once 13 is now down to 8, so Milligan will try another timeout and see if he can't get some sparks going. Right back on the Parkland huddle. Timeout's almost over, and I don't know, they haven't gone with that trapping press yet, or trapping down low, haven't seen much of that. And Belmont's got to within 8. Parkland hasn't even scored in this quarter. They need a little offense. They need Johnson to ignite. Green with 3 fouls is another spark out there on offense, but he's sitting on the bench right now. He's in foul trouble. That could be costly. So what looked like quite a rout for Parkland in the early stages has turned into a close game. Kennedy, a workhorse for Belmont's on the line for 2. His first shot missed. Rebound to Parkland, to Hearn, over to Lewis, and Wright tries to get the team going. Lewis over to Ottawell, back to Lewis. Looks, he drives. Lewis likes to drive. Dumps to Ottawell. Oh, tried to get it into Bowden, but Hearn was in the way. They got a foul, though. Somebody fouled him. Dennett. It was a nice try with Ottawell for that pass there, but there was too many black jerseys in the key. Both of them wanted the ball. So Lewis will throw it in on the side. Belmont continues with a box and 1. Collins is on Johnson, and then the rest of them are in... Nope, they're in man now. Nope, they're box and 1, a zone. Collins on Johnson, the rest are in zone. McCart's back in the game for Belmont. He's on Ottawell. Hearn, back to Johnson. Collins all over him. At box and 1, they're really trying to stop Tom from scoring. The light's on. Out to Lewis, he drives. Shot. Oh, close. Close shot. Rebound Otter. Ottawell on the boards, he got rejected, but it was good rebound. Great defense by Robertson, who brings the ball back for Belmont. Takes the game into his own hands, tries a shot and bricks it. Kennedy on the boards, he's fouled by Ottawell. Like I said, Kennedy's been a workhorse on those boards, and he continues to get the rebounds. He's fouled again, he's drawn those fouls. Bruce Peaker, number 12, is coming into the game for Ottawell. He too could be in foul trouble. That's Steve Ottawell, number 15, leaving. So we got Steve Ottawell and Ron Green on the bench right now, 2 starters, and both who they need on offense. Kennedy on the line. His first shot's good. He's been on the line a lot tonight. It's 26-19. Parkland still to score in this quarter. Kennedy again. Misses the second shot. It's up. Johnson fighting for the rebound with French, and Parkland wins the rebound. Peaker back to Lewis, to Johnson. Johnson dribbling up court for Parkland.
I just can't believe this Parkland squad. Super basketball.
That was Gordy Wright.
That was Howard Cosell.
Okay, here's Hearn. He'll try a shot. He's rejected.
Oh, Brick. Can't believe this. Super basketball.
McCart brings it back for Belmont. Over to French. Kennedy thought of the shot, but didn't take it. Back out to McCart.
Gordy's last basketball game.
Parkland's in a zone now. They're in a 1-3-1 with Lewis up top. So they'll be trying to trap a bit. So Parkland's gone from man to zone. Shot is good by Collins. No basket. There was a foul inside. The crowd likes that.
Gotta tell you, Parkland's switching defense after they score. If they score, they run a 1-3-1 defense. If they don't score, they'll go back to a 13 zone. So just thought I'd let you in on a little bit of insight from the Parkland Panther warm-up. It's a goddamn 5-point game. I just can't believe this.
Gordy, I'm going to do this.
What is it?
They're going to be hearing us.
I was gonna say.
I'm doing a serious job of it.
I know you're doing a good job. I was gonna say you're being quiet, but
Okay.
I didn't know you were doing.
All right, we're in the bonus now. Hearn's on the line for 2.
Let's go, Matt!
Milligan talking to Lewis over on the sidelines. And Hearn will take the first of 2 shots. He's got to make this one for a second. Pressure shot, couldn't get it. It's only a 5-point game. Parkland hasn't scored in the second quarter. So they're trying the 1-3-1. Belmont, they're breaking it pretty easily so far. Kennedy back out to Collins, wants a shot, takes it, rejected by Lewis, but a foul is called. I guess Lewis got a bit of his arm. I don't know, looked clean to me. So Collins will be on the line for 2 shots, not a bonus. He'll have 2, whether or not he makes the first one. I think the crowd's a little nervous right now. What was a 13-point lead, 26-13, is now only a 5-point lead as Collins misses the first of 2. So Parkland's got to get some offense, and they need people like Steve Ottewell and Ron Green. Collins makes the second of his 2 shots. 4-point lead, Parkland's 26-22 over Belmont. Johnson brings the ball back. Belmont's in a 1-3-1, so they're playing the same defense as Parkland. They're both in the 1-3-1 zone. Hearn looks for Johnson. He's got him. Johnson dribbling around at the top. Everyone's over him. They want to stop him. Takes a 3-pointer, and it's good. Tom Johnson. The first points for Parkland in the second quarter, and that ignites the crowd, and the team for that matter. Johnson gambles for the steal and doesn't get it. Driving, McCart misses the shot. The rebound is tipped in. It looked like Kennedy again. Kennedy's having a really strong game for Belmont on the board. Somebody's got to stop him. Johnson, dangerous from 3-point range, dribbling. Out to Lewis. Lewis is looking. There's Peeker. Looks for the shot, doesn't take it. Bad play by Peeker, and the ball stolen. A great defensive play by French. Poor pass, though, and Parkland will get possession again. Lewis looking up court. He wanted something there, but couldn't find it. Johnson slows the play down for Parkland. He brings it over center. Dribbling around, wanted a shot, couldn't get it. Back out to Lewis. Collins all over Johnson. Collins seems to be playing Johnson man-to-man, even though they are in a 1-3-1. There's Hearn up top. He'll try a shot. Misses. Boards. Back out. Hearn's got it. They'll set it up again. Good work by Bowden there to set up that play. He blocked out a few people. Bowden's got it on the corner now. Back to Hearn. Out to Lewis up top. Drives. Takes a shot. Oh, and it wouldn't go. Lewis with a nice effort there, but the shot just wouldn't fall. Dancing over the line, McCart. Fancy dribbling. And he dribbled it all the way out of bounds, and Parkland will take over. McCart just got a little too fancy there for himself. Johnson will bring it over center for Parkland. So the only points for this quarter for Parkland has been Tom Johnson's 3-pointer. They're up by 5, 29-24. Peeker in the corner. They're all over him. They want to make another steal. Out to Lewis. Lewis takes control up top to Tom Johnson. Another 3-pointer. It wouldn't go. Bowden tried for the rebound. A good effort. Couldn't quite get it. Robertson takes it, dribbles down to Collins. He's fouled, and he'll get the basket, too. Nice drive by Collins. Nice pass by Robertson. And Parkland is fading badly in the second quarter. They're up by 3, and Collins has a chance to make it a 2-point game. Etherington's back into the game now for Parkland. He's replacing Peeker, and that was a good substitution. A good move by Milligan. Peeker has done nothing so far in the game except throw the ball away. Collins will be on the line for 2. Or for 1. He's got a 3-point play. Made the hoop. So he can bring Belmont to within 2 points. Shots up. Wouldn't go. Bowden beaten on the boards by Kennedy. And Kennedy has been a force. I don't know how many shots he's got off of rebounds, but he's had many, and he's made most of them, if not all. It's a 1-point game now. Johnson to Lewis. 1-point game. They got to score this time. Etherington wouldn't take it. Lewis to Etherington. He'll try it. It's tipped, and it wouldn't go. Rebound by Kennedy again. Strong game. Collins on the break. Wouldn't go. Rebound by Kennedy again. Kennedy puts Belmont ahead by 1 point. Johnson. Parkland's really flustered now. Johnson taking matters into his own hands, and he scores, and he was fouled. No call. Should have been a 3-point play. Great shot by Johnson, though. He had McCart all over his arm. Collins to McCart. They're trying the trap again. That's a good sign for Parkland. Robertson traveled. He drove and he slipped. Parkland will get the ball, and they're up by 1 point. Maybe the lead's going to seesaw now. It looks that way as Parkland's back to life on offense. Still, they've only scored 5 points in the second quarter. Hearn way over the key to Lewis. Etherington tries a shot. Wouldn't go. Oh, tipped almost. Bowden on the boards. Good work by Todd Bowden. A crowd favorite, and he puts in. That's 4 points for Bowden in this game. Now the trap's on again. There they are, trapping Lewis, Hearn, and Etherington. Hearn tips it out of bounds. So,
Players are falling so far today.
so Milligan has gone with a trap again. That's a good sign. You can look for that to get Parkland back in the lead. Lewis with a steal. Oh, and he couldn't get it. Lost control. Good steal by Lewis, and Hearn with a steal. So already that trap, that tough defense is proving a boon to Parkland. There's Hearn. Got a pass from Johnson, puts up a shot. It's in there. Parkland's back into the 5-point lead again. They're fired up. And I think that press really gets them going. It's looking good. Robertson from the corner. He cans it. So Robertson replies for Belmont. And it's 35-32. Johnson with the ball. Minute and 14 to go in the first half. Parkland up 35-32. Johnson taking control at the top to Lewis. Lewis, he could look for a drive from him. He's dangerous. Over to Hearn. Back to Lewis. He drives. It's in there for two. Greg Lewis. And that's a familiar Greg Lewis drive. He's got that type of Larry Bird type movement in there. Trap, almost. Bennett, or Kennedy in close, and Kennedy's being a force. Another two, and we're back to a 3-point game, 37-34. But at least Parkland's scoring. That's a good sign. Lewis up top. Looking for Johnson, couldn't find him. Down to Etherington. Etherington, Bowden fouled. He'll go to the line for two. We're in the bonus. And this should meet a response as Doug Robinson will be into the game for Parkland. Robinson's in for Bowden. That doesn't make sense though. Bowden was fouled. He should be shooting. And he is, so Robinson can't come in. Bowden's got to go on the line for two. Bowden's had a good game on the boards. Had injuries early in the season, but he's come to play tonight, as he has whenever he's had the chance. Hard worker in there. I think Milligan's quite happy with his game so far. So Bowden with the first of two. It's up there. Nope, wouldn't go. Johnson on the boards, a strong rebound. Great shot by Tom Johnson. Juggled it in the air and put it home. What an athlete. What a great move. There's the press. Belmont's got a way to beat it, though. It was into Kennedy, and he's fouled. It's 39-36, and Kennedy will have a chance to make it a 2-point game. The thing is Parkland had him early with that press, but now Belmont's just doing the lob pass, and that's what's beating it. Doug Robinson's into the game for Parkland now, replacing Todd Bowden. And the crowd's happy about that. Robinson's been injured all year. This will be probably the most playing time he'll get tonight because he hasn't played much. He's had injuries. You'll notice his shoelace is a bright pink. I don't know about that. Kennedy misses the shot. He had a chance for a 3-point play. Whistle goes. Belmont player was in early, so Parkland will take over. Hearn to Lewis. He's fouled. He got called for traveling. I don't know. And Lewis doesn't like the call. Lewis is yelling at the ref, and I don't blame him, quite frankly. He had a case there. Timeout by Parkland. And that was just a disgusting call on Greg Lewis. He took in the pass, turned around, and got an elbow to the stomach and got called for traveling. I don't know. Scores 39-36 for Parkland, a 3-point game. Right now, Parkland's going with Hearn and Lewis and Etherington in the backcourt. And Tom Johnson. So really, they've got 4 guards in there. Versatile players, can play guard or forward. So we'll probably see Tom up front. He's the bigger of the 4. And Doug Robinson, the largest player out there. That's probably one of the reasons Parkland didn't make it this year in the playoffs is Robinson's injuries earlier on in the year. Robinson, a strong board player, and that's the kind of work they needed in some of those tight games at the start of the season. They could have used Robinson's board work. Peeker just couldn't make those close shots. Robinson's injury was a key factor in Parkland's lack of success at the start of the year. He'll be back next year, though, and we look for better things from him then. Unless, of course, he stumbles and injures himself, but shouldn't happen. So you take note of Robinson's pink shoelaces anyway. Okay, the game's back on. There's Robertson. He'll throw it in for Belmont. Collins out top. Somebody fouled him. 14 seconds left in the first half. 3-point game, Parkland. Kennedy was fouled. Kennedy's had a hell of a game on the boards. Drew another foul. I don't know how many times Kennedy's been to the line tonight, but he's been there a lot. He's got to make this one, though. First to 2, if he makes it. He misses it. Parkland rebound by Johnson. There's 12 seconds left. Carries it over, down to Hearn in the corner. Drives, couldn't get anywhere. Out to Robinson, good pass to Etherington. Shot it short. Rebound scramble, Robinson will go up. Good hustle by Robinson on the boards. Robinson and French will jump it off with 1 second left in the first half. We'll see if they can get anything out of this. Robinson should win this jump. I know he will. Probably go between Lewis and Hearn. Here he goes. Nope, he lost the jump, and that's the end of the first half. So we have a 39-36 ball game at the end of the first half, and we'll see if Parkland can hang on in the second half. I don't know. The Belmont seems to be breaking their press now. They're going to have a tough time of it. All right, we're looking at Christian Schmidt at halftime. Much bigger than little Dexter. Gives him a chance. He's rejected by Dexter. Schmidt, a German import, didn't play much this year. He went to Edmonton with the team and, quite frankly, made a fool out of himself. Couldn't buy a basket. So Schmidt will try his luck at halftime without any defense. He'll probably be a lot better that way. Schmidt, he's at the three-point line. He'll try it. No good, an air ball by Schmidt. Much reminiscent of his play in grade 11. Back then, though, he shot over his head with his back to the basket. He's improved a bit since then. Now when he shoots, he's facing the hoop. Schmidt will try another one. He bricks it again. Little Dexter will show him how to shoot. Schmidt doesn't look too happy with himself right now. Dexter drives on him.
What kinds of goof?
Oh, Al Doby drops in. Come here, Al. Come here, our halftime guest. And we have our halftime guest, Al Doby. So what do you think of Schmidt's little halftime show?
Schmidt?
Yeah.
Entertaining.
I don't think he can buy one right now.
No.
He got an easy one in close. This is Andrew Mackay. We have halftime program, Dialogue on Drinking. Our special guest is Danny Mayer. He's going to tell you why not to drink and drive. Danny.
Well, there's a lot of serious happenings coming out there on the road with drinking and drivers, and well, I think the young kids should cut it out.
And don't chew tobacco either while you're driving. Hey, it's Andrew Mackay with Danny Mayer here.
Hi.
We're here to tell you about sports in Deep Cove, a small community on the outskirts of Sydney. So first of all, we're going to talk about a popular sport in the summertime, Deep Cove Football League. And here's the captain of Team 2, which wins most of the games, Danny Mayer. Tell us about your team, Danny.
Well, we're very competitive, and we like to win all our games. You know, especially when you're playing for a case of beer or something. You know, makes it all more worthwhile, and you know, it's fun, a lot of fun.
Who do you usually have in your lineup for this Deep Cove League?
Well, Greg Lewis, Dave Lewis, myself, and Jimmy Knowles when he's around.
And you guys usually come out victorious.
Yeah, well, we got this few patterns set out, and it comes out good for us.
Hard hitting?
Yes, very hard.
Very hard hitting. So it's worth it for the beer, though, eh?
Oh yes, very worth it.
You ever play for anything else besides beer?
No.
Nobody else will play for chewing tobacco, I guess, eh?
No.
Okay, now we're going to talk about another popular sport in Deep Cove, road hockey, which is presently underway at the Deep Cove tennis court facilities. And Danny Mayer is the goalie, an outstanding netminder. He's going to tell us about how to make those key saves in road hockey.
Well, thank you, Andrew. It's a lot of fun. You just anticipate a lot, and you know, I got some good shooters like you shooting on me, and you know, you're pretty easy to stop because it's slow, eh? You make me look good, but you know, it's a lot of fun, and what the hell, eh? You're just out there for a good time, exercise. You know.
Can you tell us about any stick swinging incidents or breaking incidents?
Oh, Sean Stramberg and Garth Stramberg, prime example. Garth scored a goal. Sean got mad, started swinging his stick, so Garth started spearing him in the balls, and Sean started tomahawking him, and you know, it turned out in a real good incident. You know.
How about that Greg and Dave Lewis brother combination? They've had a few good ones, haven't they?
Oh yes, that's very good. I like to see that. That's exciting. You know, they beat the shit out of each other all the time. It's just great.
We'll have to censor that, Dan. There's no vulgar language.
Sorry.
Okay, our last subject before we resume the game is Kick the Can. Some of you might not have heard of it unless you're 5 years old, but we play it anyway in Deep Cove. It's a good sport, taken quite seriously. Quite a few fights result from it. One time somebody ran into a barbed wire fence.
Yes, that was Andrew Mackay. I was it one time, and I caught Andrew hiding behind a tree, and I said 1, 2, 3 on Andrew, and Andrew goes, no way, I'm running, kicked the can. He started running, ran right into the barbed wire fence, got airborne, cut his legs all up. He's wearing shorts, the idiot, at night. And I cut himself up pretty good, but it's pretty good fun, a lot of fun.
Okay, so that's about it for Deep. Well, there's a lot more to Deep Cove, but that's it for our tape time. So from Andrew Mackay, and
Thank you very much, Danny Mayer.
your name's Danny Mayer, not thank you. Okay, anyway, that's it for Deep Cove Sporting Report. Until next time. Well, the Parkland bench is probably pretty anxious right now. They had a 13-point lead at the end of the first quarter and saw it dissolve into a 3-point lead. The only good signs is they got most of their points in the late stages of the second quarter, so maybe they're coming on, I don't know. But Belmont's had an easy time with their press, the press that was giving them trouble in the start of the game. That's a good sign for Belmont and a bad sign for Parkland. So we're going to start the second half, 2 10-minute quarters, with a score 39-36 for Parkland, the home team, dressed in black. Belmont, they're going to go with their starters, it appears. Robertson's out there, Kennedy, Dennett. Yep, McCart's back at guard along with Watson, so they're with the same starting lineup that started the game. Parkland does likewise. Hearn and Lewis are out there at guard. There's Green, Tom Johnson, and Steve Ottewell. See if Parkland will try that half-court press. I don't know, they got burned on it a bit at the end there, but it was working early. They'll probably try it. Johnson wins the jump, back to Lewis, number 13. Takes it over center for Parkland. Gives to Johnson. It's stolen by Robertson. Over to Dennett. It's in there. Watson scores. Belmont's within 1. Quick basket to start the second half by Belmont. And Milligan's up off the bench already. He's quite frustrated with his team. Tommy back to Lewis. Lewis over to Green. Green pumps a shot. It won't go. Good rebound by Johnson. Strong boards and the pace off. Parkland's back up by 3 again. Good work by Tom Johnson on the boards. Dennett, back over to McCart. Stolen by Hearn. Great defense by Hearn. Over to Lewis. Something Parkland's going to have to watch out for in the second half is Kennedy on the boards. We'll see if they can stop him. Okay, Lewis brings it over. Back to Johnson, over to Lewis. Bad pass, but Green saves it. Green back to Lewis. Looking inside, can't find anything. Back over to Hearn. Hearn with the ball. Over to Tom. Johnson couldn't find a shot. Back to Hearn. They're working it around. Somebody has to shoot. Lewis tries it. A ripper. Greg Lewis. Crowd favorite. Puts it home. Brother Dave encourages him. McCart dribbling. What the hell was that? I don't know. It's picked off by Ottewell. McCart, he's disgusted with himself. He threw up the stupidest looking pass I've seen all year. Johnson over to Lewis. Over to Green. Takes a shot. Won't go. And Hearn gets the foul on the boards. Green was hot earlier on, but that rest he had on the bench seems to have cooled him down somewhat. He took 4 early fouls, and that's cost him his playing time. Collins is back into the game for Belmont, replacing McCart. McCart, after throwing that pass, probably realized he was going to get yanked, so he'll ride the pine for a while. Coach Muzz Bryant's telling him what the hell he did wrong. Dennett, back over to Collins, whips the pass in there to Kennedy. Kennedy's trapped. Parkland's is going with the trap again. Robertson bobbles it. Ottewell comes up. Good hands by Steve Ottewell to get that ball. Johnson brings it over center for Parkland. Tries, could be 3. It's in there. They gave him 3 on that. Nice shot by Tom Johnson. Pass is picked off by Hearn. Hearn's had a good game on defense and pretty solid game on offense too, with some nice passes. Johnson drives over to Green. Shots blocked. Ottewell on the boards. Strong rebound by Ottewell. Puts Parkland up by 9 points. So Parkland's come on strong here in the second half. Some good board work by Ottewell and Johnson so far. Tough D by Hearn, and ball's turned over again. Kennedy couldn't get it for Belmont. So Parkland's played the good offense, good rebounding, and the defense has been tough. They want to win this one. Johnson brings it over center. Crowd's encouraging him. Over to Lewis. Down to Hearn. He's looking, can't find anyone. Nope, couldn't get Johnson. Back up to Lewis. Lewis into Steve Ottewell, drives. Too many men in there on defense. Couldn't get anything out of it. Robertson comes up with the ball. Brings it over center. Tries a pass, but Hearn tips it away. Good alert play there by Hearn on D. Belmont calls a timeout. Don't blame Brian, he's pretty worried. His team was coming on, now they're down by 9. This game today is being brought to you by Milligan's Moose Burgers. When in Sydney, try Milligan's Moose Burgers. Delightful combination of moose meat covered in good old Scottish haggis. Corner of Beacon and Bevan, that's Milligan's Moose Burgers, and his wife, the dough, cooks them, so you know they're good. Thought I'd put a plug in there for it. It is our sponsor. Play resumes. Belmont going with the same lineup. Robertson throws it in. Dennett tries for 3. Can't get it, an air ball. I think Green fouled somebody.
Green's out of there.
Green called for a foul. I think he's gone. That's 5 on Ron Green.
Technical.
And Green got called for a technical, too.
Black's not going to be.
We remind our viewers that this telecast is protected by copyright. The retransmission of the events or accounts of this broadcast without the express written consent of Alan Carmichael and Andrew Mackay is strictly prohibited.
Not a bad job there, Al. Strictly prohibited.
But he's not like OJ. He needed that written on the paper to write.
Yeah, that was that bad.
All right, the score is 47-38 for Parkland, so they're clinging to that 9-point lead, but Ron Green fouling out is really going to hurt the team. They need his outside shooting. They also need that tough D, and they also need the brains. He's a smart player, and he shouldn't be getting 5 fouls. He's a vet. You know, he's been there with a championship team, and he's there this year, and he should have known better. It's going to hurt the team. We'll see if they can hang on without him. 7 minutes to go in the third quarter, so we still got it. This and the fourth to go. Parkland with a 9-point lead. So we'll have a technical on Green. Somebody's going to go to the line for Belmont. It looks like Watson will be taking the shots. Maybe he'll get 3. We'll see. This is the technical anyway. And he misses the technical. Crowd likes it. Couldn't get the technical. Here's another one. He bricked that one too. So he had his chance and he couldn't put him in. That'll hurt the team. You got to put in those technical foul shots. Robertson will throw it in for Belmont. Robertson looks to Collins, can't get it to him. There's Dennett up top, over to Collins. Wants a shot. Dennett can't get a thing. Tough D by Parklands. Louis all over Collins. Dennett finds Kennedy on the boards, and Kennedy puts it home. Kennedy's still tough out there. He hasn't slowed down a bit. Johnson brings the ball over center, over to Lewis. Lewis down the corner. Etherington back to Louis. Lewis over to Hearn. Hearn looking for Johnson, gets it to him. Etherington wanted the ball, couldn't get a pass. Johnson drives, puts up a shot, and it's in there. A fine shot by Tom Johnson. That graceful, fluid shooting style is really coming through for Tom Johnson. Grade 12 star of the Parkland team. Dennett for Belmont, over to Collins, takes a shot, air ball. But there's Kennedy again on the boards. Kennedy having a night on the boards. Can't be stopped. And it's 49-42. Close game here. Belmont not giving up yet. There's Lewis up top. Lob pass to Hearn down low. Looking, couldn't find Ottawell. Over to Lewis. Lewis drives, puts up a shot. Wouldn't go. I think somebody got a piece of it. Robertson, long pass. Kennedy powers his way up, and he's fouled by Lewis. A bad foul there to take. Kennedy powered his way to the hoop. Kennedy's having a hell of a game. He's been a whole team out there for Belmont. He's kept him in the game. They needed it, and he's brought him back every inch of the way. So Kennedy, the basket's good. He'll have a chance for a three-point play here. 49-44 right now. Parkland in the lead. French is in. And French is in for number 13, Watson. Kennedy will be on the line. Kennedy. He makes it. So a three-point play for Kennedy. He must be in the 20-point range by now. Tommy brings the ball over center. Johnson up top. Over to Etherington. Wanted a shot. Couldn't take it. Etherington looking. There's, oh, it's stolen. Nope. French. Good try there by French on defense.
That's okay, Mike. Let's go. Get your head up.
Etherington up top, dribbling around, looking over to Johnson. Dangerous from out there. He'll try it. Wouldn't go. Almost. There's Dennett bringing it back quickly for Belmont on a fast break. Looks no one, so he takes a shot and bricks it. Johnson with a rebound. Good boards, good work on the boards by Tom. He was the last one down court, first one to get back. Brings the ball back over to Etherington. He'll try a shot. Short again. A lot of the Parkland shots have been short tonight. Could be tired. Johnson back out there again. Might shoot it. No, he drives. Puts up a nice shot. Wouldn't go. Rebound by Robertson. Robertson brings the ball back for Belmont. It's 49-45 for Parkland right now. Robertson drives. Nobody there to stop him, but he missed the shot. Etherington with a rebound. Out to Johnson. Fast pace to the game. Johnson drives, puts up a shot. He'll get it, and he'll have a chance for three. Dennett committed the foul. Not a smart play by Dennett, because you're not going to stuff Tom Johnson, that's for sure. Got him on the arm. So Tommy will get the hoop, and he'll have a chance for a three-point play. Put it on Milligan. Oh. Milligan giving instructions to Matt Hearn, his guard, grade 11, be back next year. Tommy made the shot meanwhile, so he had his three-point play. The score right now, Parkland 52, Belmont 45. 7-point lead for Parkland. I think it's 53. Robertson down low. Good trap there. Out to Collins, dishes off to Kennedy. Can't get a shot. Parkland, tough defense. Finally gets it up and it's in. Kennedy again. He's unstoppable tonight. Johnson bringing it back. Good sign though, Parkland trapping on D, which is good. Etherington up top. Down low to Ottawell, back to Etherington. Wanted the shot, couldn't get it. Dangerous pass to Hearn. Hearn back to Etherington. Down low to Ottawell. He'll try it. It's up. Won't go. Good work on the boards by Bowden to keep it alive. Johnson tries a shot. It's short. Bowden again. Rejected. And Robertson comes out of the scramble with the ball. Looking up. Tries to find, yep, got it to McCart. Out to Dennett. Dennett cans it in there. And it's 52-49. It's a 4 or a 5-point game. 3-point game. Johnson now back for Parkland, over to Etherington. Looks in, couldn't find him. Into Bowden. Bowden drives. Nice move by Todd Bowden, but it wouldn't go. I don't know about that. And that was a disgusting call. Milligan's protesting it. I don't know what it was. Bowden hustled in on the boards, drew the ball back to Ottawell. No foul, and yet he's called for it. Milligan's got a right to be upset with that. There's been 2 bad calls tonight, and that's one of them. Belmont got the ball again. Dennett brings it over center. Dennett over to Collins, back to Dennett. Thought about the three-pointer, couldn't get it. Collins in a crowd. It's off of a French, and Parkland will get the ball. Etherington will throw it in. Into Johnson. 3 minutes left, third quarter. Parkland up by 3, 52-49. Johnson over to Etherington. Looks in, gives it to Ottawell, way out there on the corner. Back to Etherington, over to Hearn. Hearn drives, fakes. Try to pass in there, dumb pass, got picked off by Robertson. Belmont back on the fast break. But it's picked off by Etherington. Good defense, and the fans appreciate it. Now Johnson bringing it back for Parkland. Dangerous from the three-point line. He'll try it. Rims out. Wouldn't go. Dennett with the rebound. Bringing it back quickly for Belmont. Fires it up. Won't go. We're in a shootout right now. French with a rebound. Nice move by French. Could have traveled, but didn't. It was a good move. He got the basket and got the foul. So French will have a chance to tie the game up for Belmont. Milligan wants a timeout. Can't blame him. He's frustrated. Team was up to life, but now they're back down to nothing again. Could be tied if French makes a shot. I think Parkland's is missing Ron Green out there. They need him on offense, and they can sure use him on defense, too. Yep.
Hey, ref! Good game. What are you watching?
Couple of rowdy fans here tonight. Think they've been to the bar before the game.
Book them, Daniel. Number 1.
And those two haven't been too popular tonight. They made a couple of real stinking calls. The last one a while ago was on Todd Bowden.
You want a ref?
And the fans aren't too happy with him. Belmont's back out on the floor. French will go to the line for one. See if he can tie up the game. Turn it on. French is trying for the three-point play. Shots up. Couldn't get it. Hearn with a rebound. Bruce Peaker's into the game for Parkland. Bowden's taking a rest, so we'll see if Peaker can take the old goat horns off now. Etherington looks for Peaker, won't give him the ball. There's Ottewell up top, drive, nice move. Hung in midair, shot wouldn't go. Peaker couldn't get the rebound. He had a good position, but his hands wouldn't work for him. Dennett brings it back. There's Kennedy, he'll drive. A good move, Kennedy again. I don't know, this guy is unstoppable tonight. So Kennedy's put Belmont ahead by one, and he took the foul as well. Three-point play. Gordy Wright's up on the floor protesting. Parkland's #1 fan, and he doesn't like the call at all. And I'll tell you, if Gordy doesn't like a call, he lets the ref know about it. He doesn't put up with anything from referees. Crazy George at Parkland, Gordy Wright. Okay, so Kennedy will be on the line now for his three-point play. It's 53-52 for Belmont. Kennedy, shot won't go. Could have put him up by 2. And French gets nabbed with a foul on the rebound.
Hey, Greg, let's go for another beer, eh?
Johnson will throw it in for Parkland, over to Etherington.
No names, please. Let's go, Mike.
Johnson brings it over. He's still looking confident. Etherington takes a shot, won't go. Peaker on the boards, couldn't get it. Dennett back, 2-on-1 with Kennedy. Should have given it to him sooner. Kennedy's trapped now. Kennedy back to Dennett. Hearn almost had it. Good try for the steal there by Hearn. Collins now with the ball. Over to Dennett, fires it up, won't go. Peaker on the boards, bobbles it. Peaker just has wood for hands. There's Collins up top. I think Peaker will be taking a rest soon. There's Johnson with a good rebound. Milligan's barking something out. I don't think Johnson heard him. He drives. Nice fake. Won't go, though. Tough luck there by Tom. And I think he got a foul, too. So it's 53-52 for Belmont now. I think that's the first time they've had the lead in the game since it was 2-0. And now they're in control. Collins into Dennett. Back to Collins again. Parklands is in a 1-3-1 zone. They have been since early on in the second quarter. Hearn up top. Rushes over to stop Collins. Back to Dennett. And the pass was poor, and it's Parkland ball. Crowd is into this game. Johnson brings it over center. Fancy dribbling there. He's dangerous from the three-point line. Didn't try it that time. Etherington now takes another shot. And Etherington's fallen short with all his shots tonight. Dennett, quick pass up to Kennedy again. Kennedy drives, pushes it in. He's fouled. And Kennedy continues to draw fouls. He's always on the line. I think Kennedy's headed for a 30-point night tonight. Somebody's got to stop him. And Wright, Gordy Wright in the crowd still protesting against the referee. And now this is a technical foul called. I think it's on Etherington. Milligan doesn't like it. He's disgusted with it, to say the least. The bench is up. They can't believe it. Now Milligan's given the ref a good talking to. Ref explained his case, and Milligan took it quite calmly. Uncharacteristically, he doesn't like technical fouls. What's that? Ottewell? Foul was on Steve Ottewell, the technical foul, not Etherington. That's statistician Al Carmichael providing the information. And one of the fans doesn't like the refs at all.
Up yours.
Don't blame him. A couple of Belmont players, Dennett and Kennedy, talking it over, and I just got to, gosh, man, Kennedy's had a good game. I think Kennedy, if he hasn't got 25-30 by now, he'll have it by the end of the night. He's been a force out there, and they haven't been able to stop him since the first whistle went. I don't think they will either. They've got to use that trap more effectively. That's what's got them the lead, or had them the lead, and that's what'll get it again. Half-court press wouldn't do him any harm either. There's Milligan discussing things over with his Parkland squad. Peaker remains out there, along with Tom Johnson, Mike Etherington, Matt Hearn, and Steve Ottewell, victim of the last technical foul. It's 52-53, Belmont in the lead by 1. 46 seconds to go in the third quarter. Kennedy's gone the distance for Belmont, as has Robertson. Dennett's been in there a lot. Collins and French been switching with McCart and Watson. Right now, Collins and French are in there. Kennedy will shoot. Okay, this isn't the technical. Kennedy will try for his three-point or for his foul shots here. Have a chance to put Belmont up by 3. They're already up by 1. He'll have 2 shots. First one will be dead. Misses the first shot. Might have had Lewis on a lane violation there. He walked right through, but the referee was out to lunch. Okay, Kennedy will try his second shot. It's live. It's an air ball. That's uncharacteristic for... I almost thought Peeker traveled with a rebound there, but got away with something. Johnson bringing the ball back for Parkland. Dribbles it up. They're behind by 1, 53-52. Lewis moves in. Could have shot it. Swatted back by Collins. Lewis, nice pass to Peeker. Pumps it, air ball by Peeker. And if Peeker isn't on the bench in the 4th quarter, I'll be very surprised. Lewis putting the pressure on Dennett. Hearn out to guard Collins. Parkland still in a 1-3-1, but Hearn's gambling, which is good. Lewis, lots of pressure up top by Lewis. Good work out there. Lewis all over Dennett, over to Collins. Collins forces a shot, and it's in for 2. Belmont's up by 3. Johnson tried it, hit the rafters. And time is out in the 3rd quarter with Parkland trailing Belmont 55-52. So we'll see if they can't get it together in the 4th. Okay, our first letter comes to us from Seattle, Washington. It's, Dear Andrew, could you tell me what antiperspirant Buck Milligan uses? Well, I couldn't really give you a specific brand, although whatever it is, it's not doing the job. Okay, we're going to begin the 4th quarter here at Parkland High. Parkland trailing by 3, 55-52, and they've got 10 minutes left in the game to pull out the victory. Parkland wins the jump. Lewis takes control. And surprisingly enough, Peeker's still in the game. Johnson up top. Over to Lewis. Lewis looking inside. Can't find anyone. Over on the wing to Peeker. Out to Lewis. Hearn, bad pass by Lewis, and Hearn had to commit the foul. No, wait! The foul's on French, and that was a laugher of a call. That was a funny call. I don't know. When they're not burning Parkland, they're burning Belmont. That one guy's had a nightmare of a game reffing. Lewis will take it in for Parkland. He looks, there's Johnson, gives him the ball. Belmont still in a 1-3-1. Lewis puts it up, air ball, wouldn't go. Hearn fighting for it on the boards. Dennett breaks out quickly. There's Kennedy ahead again. Wanted the pass, didn't get it. Collins up top. Collins moves in over to Dennett. Sets it up. They've got a 3-point lead. They don't mind taking a little time off the clock. Pass thrown away by Robertson.
Oh, shit. You've been saying Dennett all
Yeah, I know.
wondered.
I'll keep it up anyway. Okay, Johnson. Over to Lewis on the wing. There's Ottawell. Bad pass. Tom wasn't anticipating it. Hearn saves it, though. Back to Lewis. Drives. Shots up, and it's in there. Lewis with another familiar drive. A fan favorite, Greg Lewis, puts in another 2. He should drive more often. When he does, he usually comes away with it with 2 points. French on the baseline. Back out. Over to Collins. Robertson puts up a shot way out there. And a looping shot for Collins rips. And Belmont's up 57-54. 3-point lead, but with Tom out there, that can go with 1 shot. Johnson drives. Shot short. Wouldn't go. We got a foul. It's on Hearn. He doesn't like the call. And statistician Alan Carmichael informs me that number 5 is in fact Chong instead of Dennett, so...
Oh, I get no recognition. Of course not.
So number 5 out there for Belmont is Chong, not Dennett. Dennett is number 15. He hasn't seen any playing time tonight. Robertson on the line. He's in the bonus. First shot. Doesn't go. Hearn with a rebound. Good work on the boards. Good alert work by Hearn on the boards. Johnson back for Parkland. They're down by 3. Tries a three-pointer. Won't go. Hearn fouled him, got away with it, and Parkland retains possession. So Hearn got away with one there. Hearn will throw it in. Lewis wants it. Gives it to Ottewell. Ottewell bobbles it. Out of bounds. Belmont will take over. So Ottewell's a little shaky now in the fourth quarter. Chong takes it back for Belmont. Number 5, Chong. Over to Collins. Collins back to Chong. It's intercepted by Hearn. A nice play by Hearn. Good anticipation. Lewis was there for the fast break. Hearn ignored him. I don't know. Back out to Lewis. Lewis up top, looking around for somebody. Off his foot. Kennedy, good play. Drives. I don't know. I think Lewis might have had ball there, but he keeps quiet. He doesn't want to get a technical. He's got good court awareness. He'll get mad, but when a situation like this, he knows that a technical's around the corner, so he'll keep his mouth shut. Oh, and we've got a message here for all of our shut-ins, those of you at home who can't get to the games. But we appreciate your letters, and we hope you'll keep writing in. Kennedy makes the first of 2. Belmont's up by 4, 58-54. And the second one's good. So Kennedy, he's probably up in the 30-point range now. He's had a whale of a game. Real workhorse out there for Belmont. Ottewell drives. Shot won't go. It's short. A lot of Parkland shots have been short tonight. Robertson with a rebound for Belmont. Brings it back over with a 5-point lead, 59-54. Chong, back out to Robertson. Out to Collins, back to Chong. Tries a shot. Won't go. Johnson, good rebound by Tom Johnson. Nice work on the boards. Back to Hearn. Hearn will take it over. 7 minutes and change left in the game, and they're down by 5 to Belmont. Lewis up top. Looks around. Back to Hearn. Hearn might try a shot. Nope. Back to Lewis. Lewis looking to Ottewell. Little two-man game there. Couldn't get it in. Hearn, lights on. Shot short again. Chong with the boards. Way out front's French. Stupid pass. Wouldn't go. Saved by Ottewell. Nope. He's on the line. Good hustle there by Steve Ottewell. And I think Milligan wants the timeout. Yep. So we'll have a timeout for Parkland. 5-point deficit the Panthers are facing with almost 7 minutes left in the game. Lots of time. They're going to have to trap and press a bit now if they want to get back in this game. And speaking of shut-ins, there's John Mackay over there. He's team manager. Tried out at the start of the year, but all he could do was slam dunks, so he couldn't make the starting lineup. All he had was jumping ability, no common sense. We do have a message from John Mackay. Looking for phone numbers. Any girls out there?
Reffing. Can't believe it.
Gordy Wright. He's got a commentary on the reffing.
Oh, for God's sakes. Quit trying to hop on the bandwagon, refs. I mean, so you're getting paid $100 by Belmont. I just can't believe this. I mean, the least you could do is make it look honest, all right? I can't, God, I bet you he wears green underwear. Bet you he does. Thanks a lot.
Sir, what do you think of the ref?
We're going to go into the fans a bit now and get some comments. Probably neutral comments. We'll see. A fan, sir, what do you think of the reffing, sir?
This reffing sucks. To tell you the truth, these guys are the worst pitiful sight of reffing I've ever seen. You get better refs in an elementary game at school. Christ, a grade 2 teacher could do better than these clowns.
Okay, and that's an illustrious comment to say the least. Peaker, the action's back on. There was good defense by Parkland to turn the ball over, and Johnson comes back with the ball. 3-point effort, wouldn't go. Another short shot. Parkland, they're all falling short tonight. Collins with a rebound. Brings it over center. He's taking his time. They got a 5-point lead. Robertson. Back to Collins. Over to Chong. Wanted a shot. Lewis was all over him. Robertson can't get a shot. Back to Chong. Fakes. Had Ottewell out to lunch and puts it in. Nice move by Chong. And things aren't looking too good right now. 7-point lead for Belmont. Only 6 minutes to play. Johnson will try to get him back in it. Over to Lewis. And Belmont's got a half-court press. They want to put the nail in the coffin, and it's working. Peaker falls on the floor. I don't know what he's still doing in the ball game, but he is. Robertson off to Chong. He's stuffed by Ottewell, but there's Kennedy again on the boards. 9-point lead. Parkland's fading badly now. Johnson will try to bring him back into the game. Drives, puts up a nice shot. Fluid shooting form, and it works. And Gordy Wright liked that one. Little hostile feeling towards the Belmont team from the crowd, namely Gordy Wright. Collins Lewis with a nice effort on defense, almost had a steal. Robinson into the game, and it's probably for Peeker. And Peeker's back on the bench. And I don't know. If I was him, I'd have my tail between my legs.
Sorry, Mom.
Okay, play resumes. Chong for Belmont, back out to Collins. Got a 7-point lead. Collins fires it up, won't go, almost. Kennedy on the boards again. Rebound, couldn't get in the shot. Johnson will bring it up. There's Lewis. Wouldn't give him the pass. Lewis was out there. Johnson takes the shot. It's in there. Good shot, but I don't know. He had Lewis on the fast break. Probably should have passed it to him. Collins now back for Belmont. Parkland's back into the game. 5-point deficit. Robertson forced up a shot. Chong with a rebound. Rejected by Johnson. Crowd liked that one. Good defense. Chong, loop pass. Good defense by Doug Robinson there. Nice anticipation. Tommy gives him a pat on the back, and he deserves it.
Too bad about his shoelaces, eh?
Yeah, those pink shoelaces have got to go. Robertson now throws it into Collins. And it's good to see Doug Robinson out there on defense. He should help. Lewis with a steal. Lewis brings life back to the team as he comes up with a steal. Got a chance to come within 3 here. We're into the last 4 minutes of the game. Johnson out top. I think it's a little too early for 3-point bombs, but he tries one anyway, and it's an air ball. Ottewell with a rebound. He's fouled, and he makes the hoop. Steve Ottewell with the hoop. Good work on the boards. So Parkland's is within 3, and Ottewell has a chance to cut it to 2. Parkland, they haven't given up yet. They're coming back to life. McCart, number 4, is back into the game for Belmont. And Collins will come out. Collins has had a pretty good game on defense, but his offense hasn't been that much to speak of. So McCart's back in, a starting guard for Belmont. Ottewell on the line. Can get him to within 2. Won't go. Tough luck, Steve. Kennedy with the boards. What's new? There's McCart over to Chong. Kennedy was open momentarily. Back to Chong. They're taking their time with it. I think they're a little nervous. Parkland defense is all over them, swarming. Lewis, good hustle. There's Hearn up top. Over to Robertson, takes a shot. It won't go, and Parkland's defense stood up that time. Johnson will bring it back. There's a half-court press by Belmont. They're trying to drive the nail in the coffin. But Lewis, he knows what to do. He breaks it. Nope, bad pass. Tried for Hearn. Good idea, but just not at the right time. Chong back. McCart with the ball. Parkland's trailing by 3. We're under 4 minutes left in the game. Robertson back out to McCart. Drives over to Robertson. Fires it up. Won't go again. Robertson's second miss in the clutch. Ottewell rejects Chong. A foul in there somewhere. French will go to the line. Foul is, I think, on Hearn. Etherington's into the game. For Hearn. Yep, he's in for Hearn, and that's a smart move. If that had been Lewis, I don't know. Lewis has got to be in there in this stage of the game. They need his quickness and they need his steals. They also need a good head out there with a little common sense. 3 minutes and 27 seconds left in the game. French will go to the line for 2. Chance to put Belmont up by 5, but Parkland's isn't giving up. Milligan's given a few instructions to Lewis out there.
Go Cats!
All right, first shot by French, misses it. Good news for Parkland. Second shot for French. Pressure shot.
Go Cats!
Can't get it. But there's Robertson on the boards, and he puts it in. That's gotta hurt. And Milligan didn't like that, and I don't blame him. You got it. Can't do that in the last quarter. Lewis brings it over center. There, good pass by Lewis. Robinson, great play by Lewis. He read the press. He knew what to do. Okay, good defense. Parkland has a chance to come within 1. Etherington now. Over to Lewis. I don't know what that was. Offensive foul on Tom Johnson. Milligan stares in disbelief. He can't believe it.
Sorry, fans, it's only me, Gordy Wright.
McCart brings it back for Belmont.
Too bad this game's being recorded.
Parkland's in a 2-1-2 zone now. Lewis up with Etherington, who replaced Hearn. Wide opens McCart, doesn't take it. I think Robertson or Kennedy will be taking the shots. No, McCart forces it, won't go. Robinson fighting on the boards and comes up with a ball. And the crowd appreciates that work by Doug Robinson. Good job by Robinson on the boards, fighting out there for it. Lewis, and that was a terrible call. Never came close to the line. That's the second disgusting call on Greg Lewis, and yet he hasn't raised his voice yet. That's uncharacteristic. But it's a close game. He knows not to do it. Okay, McCart's up top for Belmont. Almost 2 minutes left in the game. Chong fires it. Won't go. Fouls on French. Okay. Parkland's got the ball. They've
Finally woke up, me buddy!
It's still 65-62, so they can come within one again, once more. This will be their third opportunity.
Too bad you missed a good game!
And Watson will be coming into the game. And out goes French. So the starting tandem of Watson and McCart are back in the game for Belmont. And Parkland's gone with many of their starters, although Ron Green's out of the game with 5 fouls, and he has been since early in the third. That's hurt Parkland. Bowden's out with 5 as well. Johnson brings the ball over. There's that half-court trap. Lewis, got to be aware of that. Brings it over, traps there, but he gets the pass to Ottawa. That was close. Bit shaky. There's Johnson. Fires it up. Can't go. The shot wouldn't go for Tom Johnson. We're under 2 minutes. Kennedy. Rejection by Lewis. Great defense by Greg Lewis as he rejected number 13. Johnson back. Fadeaway jumper. And it's good. Parkland within 1 point. Tom Johnson draws Parkland to within 1 point. Almost a minute and a half left in the game. The Parkland bench is up cheering. They want this game. They want it. They want to go out on a winning note. They're working hard on defense. Lewis, Etherington, Robinson, great defense. Great hustle by Robinson on defense. They're working out there. They want this game. Everyone's up on the Parkland bench. Timeout's called by Belmont. Parkland's got him on the run. They're only down by 1. The defense has been superb. Lewis has hustled, come up with a couple of steals, beat the press. Robinson inspired on defense. He's getting a pat on the back. Ottawa a bit shaky, but he's had his moments. And Johnson with a few great shots. See if they can pull it out. 1 minute and 27 to go, and they're down by 1. Okay, another sponsor of tonight's broadcast on Beacon Avenue. Oh, we'll take a break. Gordy Wright's leading the crowd. And the crowd's really into it. This is actually a last hurrah for Gordy Wright, so it's worth listening to. Anyway, another sponsor for tonight's game is Glynis McFerrin Sour Grapes. You can buy them on Beacon Avenue. She's got her own stand. Okay, here we go. Robertson at the 3-point line. Back to McCart. Over to Chong. Chong to McCart. The Parkland bench is up. Crowds chanting for defense. Everyone's into this game. We're almost a minute to play. It's 65-64. Belmont. Etherington. Oh, and he almost had it. Belmont will have a fresh clock. No, okay. No, they won't have a fresh clock. Robertson will throw it in. Out to McCart. The light's on. Robertson for 3. Bricks it. Oh, but Chong's on the boards. Ottawa could have had him, but didn't. It's back out to McCart. McCart drives. Robertson tries a shot. He misses again. Saved. No, but he was on the line. He was on the line. Watson stepped on the line as he had the rebound, and Parkland will have a chance to forge out in front. They're trailing by 1. Belmont's pressing. Tough press by Belmont. This could give them some trouble. Lewis into Johnson. This is the ball game. Johnson now. McCart and Chong all over him. Up to Etherington. Hesitates. He's got it to Ottawa. Ottawa drives. Shots up. Won't go. It's all over the boards. McCart comes down with a rebound. There's only 34 seconds left in the game. an injured Belmont player. Robertson's down on the floor with an injury. And Parkland had their chance. Ottewell fired up a shot, it just wouldn't go. And the crowd certainly hasn't given up on the Panthers tonight. We're into the final 30 seconds. The crowd and team urged on by Gordy Wright and the rest of the fans. Chong's wide open. He takes the shot. Won't go! The rebound by Johnson. The place is going wild. The Parkland bench is up. 17 seconds left in the game. It's over to Lewis. Lewis up top. Over to Johnson. Johnson fires it up from three. Etherington with the rebound. And a foul! There's a foul on Belmont. A foul on number 4, McCart. And Etherington will go to the line to win the game. 7 seconds left on the clock. And Mike Wedgie Etherington with great hustle on the boards. No, it's on the side. There's 7 seconds left. If this isn't pressure and tension, I don't know what is. The crowd, Gordy Wright, the rest of the crowd urging the Panthers on. Johnson's got the ball on the side. No, Lewis will take it in. They'll probably go to Johnson here. Lewis gives it to Johnson. He's got a chance. Throws up a shot. It's good! Tom Johnson! There's no time left on the clock. The Parkland Panthers have won it. Tom Johnson on a last-second shot. The Belmont bench stares on in disbelief. They can't believe it. The place is going wild. Kristen Schmidt's out there to congratulate Johnson. Everyone's out there. The fans are out on the floor. They can't believe it. What a game. And that's the best way anyone could think of to end a season. A standing ovation for the Parkland Panthers. Gordy Wright's out there. He's ecstatic. Gordy Wright waving his towel around. He can't believe it. Look at him. Is it on Gordy? Gordy Wright and the rest of the fans are just going wild. What a game. What a game. Belmont can't believe it. Their heads are down and Parkland's up high. And that Milligan couldn't have asked for a better game to end off the season. Wait, Muzz Bryant, the Belmont coach, is whining right now, but it isn't going to do him any damn good because Parkland won the game fair and square. A great game, good defense. They came back, all odds against them, and they've pulled it off. What a game. 66-65, the final score. And Johnson emerges as a hero. We got to look back onto Mike Etherington's work on the boards. If he hadn't come up with that loose ball, none of this would have happened. Lots of plays stand out. Greg Lewis, a few rejections, a few steals. Hearn earlier on in the game, some good assists. Green outside shooting early on, that got him into it. Ottewell, work on the boards, all that paid off. Bowden was on the boards. Robinson came in, Robinson came in, hustled his butt off, and he was a worthwhile substitution. And then Johnson, the man of the hour, with that great shot. Kennedy bows his head on Belmont. Put it on number 9 on Belmont. Kennedy on Belmont, number 9, can't believe it. He had a hell of a game. Probably up there in the 30 points. If anyone didn't deserve to lose, it was Kennedy, but somebody had to, and I'm glad it was Belmont. Fans are milling around now. Do you want to sign it off? Okay, put it on Parkland. Well, the Parkland Panthers, they didn't make the playoffs. They had a hell of a game to end off their season, something they're all going to remember. A few of the players will be back next year, but there's no better way to end it off, and those happy faces will tell you that that's true. Okay. All right, we'll do one last thing here. One final note. This broadcast is solely for the purpose of our television audience. Any rebroadcast or reproduction or redistribution in whole or in part is strictly prohibited by Andrew Mackay, Alan Carmichael, and anyone else with half a brain, so don't try to sell this telecast, although it's worth it. One last comment, there's Buck Milligan. No better guy to deserve this game than Buck Milligan, and he got it tonight, so a good way for the best coach in Victoria to end off his season. We know if they'd been in the playoffs, they would have done quite well. So that's it from tonight from the Parkland Sports Center. A 66-65 thriller. Parkland Panthers remain on top.